Welcome to Agricultural Science for JSS 2, third term. Today, we will learn about pasture and forage crops, their production and management. What are pasture and forage crops? Pasture refers to land covered with grass and other plants used for grazing by livestock. Forage crops are plants grown specifically to be fed to animals, either by direct grazing, cutting and carrying, silage/zero grazing system, or by making hay or silage. Forage crops are the foundation of livestock feeding, especially for ruminants, cattle, sheep, goats, that depend on plant material for nutrition. Importance of pasture and forage crops. 1. Livestock feed, provide the main source of nutrition for ruminant livestock at a much lower cost than concentrates. 2. Soil conservation, grass and legume cover prevent soil erosion. 3. Soil fertility, leguminous forage crops fix atmospheric nitrogen, improving soil fertility. 4. Year-round feed, well-managed pastures and stored forage, hay, silage, provide feed even in the dry season. Common forage grasses in Nigeria. 1. Elephant grass, Penicitum peperomum, the most important tropical forage grass in Nigeria. Very productive, can grow up to 4 to 6 meters tall. High yield but low protein content when mature. Can be cut 3 to 4 times per year. Also called Napier grass. 2. Guinea grass, Megathesis maximus, formerly Panicum maximum, high yielding, leafy, palatable grass. Good nutritive value. Suitable for both grazing and cutting. Grows well in humid areas. 3. Gamba grass, Andropogon guyanus, drought-tolerant grass suitable for the drier northern zones. High yield, good during dry season. 4. Signal grass, Brachiaria decumbens, trailing grass that can be grazed. Widely used in rotation with food crops to restore soil fertility. 5. Stylescence, Stylescence hamota, S. guianensis, a leguminous forage that fixes nitrogen. Often mixed with grasses in pasture. High protein content, 15 to 20% crude protein. Common forage legumes. 1. Lucina, Lucina leucocephala, fast-growing, highly nutritious, protein-rich, forage shrub. Used as shade/browse plant. Can also be cut and used as green manure. 2. Centracema, Centracema pubescens, trailing legume used to fix nitrogen and provide ground cover. High protein. 3. Mucuna pruriens, or velvet bean, fast-growing legume used for nitrogen fixation and as livestock feed. Seeds are protein-rich but require processing to remove toxic compounds. 4. Cowpea, Vigna unguiculata, dual-purpose crop, food plus fodder. Both grain and vines used as forage. Pasture establishment. 1. Site preparation, clear, till, and level the site. 2. Seed/planting material, grasses may be established by seed, vegetative propagation, stem cuttings, splits. Legumes usually from seed. 3. Seeding rate, grass seeds in correct proportions, e.g., 2 to 4 kg/ha of Guinea grass seed. 4. Weed control, young pasture needs weed management in the first few months. 5. Fertilization, phosphorus is especially important for legume establishment. Pasture management. 1. Grazing management, control the number of animals and grazing time to prevent overgrazing. Continuous grazing, animals graze one paddock throughout the season. Rotational grazing, paddocks are divided, animals graze one while others rest. This allows pasture recovery and produces more forage overall. 2. Haymaking, cutting grass at peak nutritive value, early flowering stage, and drying it in the sun to reduce moisture to below 15%. Stored as bales. Provides dry season feed. 3. Silage making, fermenting green forage in an airtight silo or pit. The fermentation, lactic acid bacteria, preserves the forage's nutritive value. Better nutritive value than hay. Use for maize, Napier grass, sorghum. Remember, pasture equals grazing land, forage equals crops grown for animal feed. Key grasses, elephant grass, most important in Nigeria, very productive, guinea grass, gamba, drought-tolerant north, signal grass, stylescence, legume. Key legumes: lucina, protein-rich shrub, centrissima, mucuna, cowpea. Pasture management, rotational grazing, rest and recover, is better than continuous grazing. Hay, dried grass, less than 15% moisture, and silage, fermented forage in airtight conditions, for dry season feed. Thank you for studying with us today.